Hello, hello. My name is Maxine Samone. I'm here to share a touch of Venus with you. I am just a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. If you can get through me sneezing every once in a while, me having to blow my nose just every once in a while, just give it one time for the one time, see if you can handle it for the rest of the reading. I was telling myself, you don't need to get on live. You don't need to do that right now. You don't need to. That's true. Like, before, I was going to get on live earlier, and I decided to rest instead. I decided to nap and listen to a good podcast and all that good stuff. But I also felt very validated in my creative expression now, because I'm noticing that filming isn't just for the business, for when it's obviously when I have messages to put out, but I'm not sticking to it as a schedule for my business, like rigidly like that with this business mindset. It's become a part of my creative expression, and I really love that, and it made me feel good. And this is one of the things that makes me feel really good. So this is why I do it. And I love immersing myself in the energies. I love opening myself up to feel all of the things. And so that is why I chose to get on camera, because it actually genuinely makes me feel good. And I like connecting with you guys as well. And I'm also feeling a little bit better than I was feeling today. You can see, a bit that I'm not fully up to like 100%. I'm feeling like about a 68%. You know what I'm saying? Not a 70, but not a 60. I don't know. Let's see what wants to come out for the collective. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, higher beings, light and unconditional love, divine mother, divine father, Holy Spirit. I would say a solid 70%, because I could be having a stomach ache, I could be having a headache. I don't have any of those. It's just stuffiness right here, and just it's like a lot of clogging right here, which also spiritually I feel like kind of going through some purging, so that makes sense. So let's see what wants to come out. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, higher beings of light and unconditional love, divine mother, divine father, Holy Spirit, for the best and best messages for this collective. Divine Rebel, Kuan Yin in the Pearl, Ascended Master Kuan Yin, number 29, angel number 333. Kuan Yin, that's some very soft, motherly energy. I do have a Kuan Yin deck, so we'll go into that as well. And then we have Kali. We also have another beautiful goddess energy. Goddess Kali Ma, Black Obsidian, number 46, 888. Two opposite type of vibes, okay? You can see the stark difference of the cards, but all still moving with so much love. I feel like you have this energy, this collective. You have the ability to be so compassionate and empathetic and beautiful and soft like a pearl. And then you also have this strength and intensity and protection about you like a Black Obsidian. Let me see. What about these two energies? Oh, from word to world, Saraswati. Yes, he said, I'm heaven and hell. Exactly. You literally have both abilities. You have abilities to experience both in consciousness, so you may work with both light and dark energies, which is beautiful. We are moving to a space of Sorry, my nose. We're moving to a space that is a unity consciousness, not this polarity where if you're not integrated with your darkness, you're not integrated. You have to do that work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing that you are very integrated, and this is why there's so much strength behind your words now. It feels like you've unlocked your throat chakra, like unblocked it, and you are... I'm just getting the message to like not worry about so much what people are going to think about what you say or how you say it. Like, you don't try to monitor how you say things. There's a fine line between consideration of someone's feelings, you know, and then like, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's like monitoring yourself, like I'm just picturing censoring, you know, don't censor yourself, because the healing, the heart space that you have, the light energy that you hold is supported and protected by your dark energy. And when people invoke that dark energy out of you, they're asking for, literally, we have spirit of the guru mother. You have a sword when it comes to your words. They're asking for that healing in a way that is uncomfortable, in a way that may even make you uncomfortable, but Spirit is asking you to not be so uncomfortable with making other people uncomfortable. It's actually uncomfortable for you and your body to suppress and hold back your truths. You know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody is literally coming to you asking for your advice on something, or if they're inviting you into their energy. Like, they want to tell you about something, right? And they're like venting, doing da 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 da. They are coming to you specifically because Spirit knows that you have the words to activate something within them. So don't censor yourself. I feel like you have the heart space, and Spirit is trusting you with this gift of the, like, a sword, like the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Gifting you with this because you have a heart space that is so pure and so beautiful, that if people tap into the energy behind your words, that you will not be like, they'll have to do the healing, the reflection work, rather than projecting onto you. And they may project onto you, you know, but once they have that time to step back, they're going to be like, this person doesn't have bad intentions for me. This person I trust. This is why I talk to them about this thing. You know, they're going to be able to like do that self-reflection work. So I would say that you just upgraded, or you are integrating something, you're upgrading. And I think that Spirit is about to put you on a few little missions, you know, to help you exercise your throat chakra, to help you stand in your power in this way. Give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose. Ugh. Let me see. Okay. Getting back to the messages. Okay, actually, let's see. Let's use this astrology decks. So we have Scorpio, we have 4th house. So specifically, it says, I'm a firm believer that when people are alone, they think about what you said. Absolutely. I mean, we all have those moments, you know what I'm saying? When we think about, like, sometimes we think about, like, damn, I should have said this. Damn, I feel like that's this collective. Oh, I was just about to say, as I cut the deck, I saw Scorpio. I was just about to say something about Scorpio, then I read your comment. But then we also have Sagittarius here. That's blunt as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And balance. We have to balance that intensity and that truth, you know what I'm saying? But we've all had, and I feel like this collective is more of that person that's like, damn, I should have said this. Damn, I should have said that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can come from a place of like, a little bit of vengeance, a little bit of like, I could have hit him where it hurts type shit. But also I feel like since you're elevating, we have the Grand Boker here, tensions rising. I think that you're realizing that you see how many times people have been okay with making you uncomfortable. I think that's actually, if you do that reflection work, that's invitations for you, not to make people uncomfortable, but for you to say what needs to be said. If they're so fucking comfortable making you uncomfortable, why are you so uncomfortable making them uncomfortable with the truth? You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then we have split the deck to sacrifice. This is self-sacrificing behavior when we censor ourselves, when we suppress ourselves in these situations. You know what I'm saying? So we have, I think that people definitely do like reflect back on conversations. And I mean, like I use that example of like, damn, I should have said this, damn, I should have said that. But I do think that people just recount things. Like that's just naturally how our mind works. So they eventually will be put on their own crossroads with like the information that you're presenting them, or the opportunities that you're presenting them, even through that resistance that they feel with you. Those are opportunities. Those are invitations to look deeper, to do healing work. Especially when it's uncomfortable. Those are invitations. Resistance is an invitation, you know? So we have Grand Trine Blessings popping out. We have Gemini, I think, popping out. We have Destiny popping out. So I love that 3 cards just flipped out because I was looking for 3. But I see that your blessings come with your rebellious spirit. Your blessings come when you follow your rebellious heart. And you are here to kind of break the mold. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't necessarily fit into a mold. And I think that you're coming into like acceptance of this about yourself. But I think that there could be situations, you know, social interactions with Gemini here specifically, where you're being asked to uphold this, like, I want to say dense, I want to say heavy, but that's not the right word. It's such a grounded, it's like you're grounding this intense transformative energy. You have a big energy when you walk in a room. People can feel that, but then it's like they can feel that, but maybe your physical, maybe it doesn't necessarily match. Again, you could come off you can look different than maybe the energy that you hold, which is also, and I see beautiful prints joining. So it's like, you could be very like alluring. You could be very beautiful. You could be very attractive. You could be even like, it's kind of giving like girl next door type of vibes, where it's like, you can be very just like inviting. Maybe you have a little bit of RBF, but not like, it's not scary to people. They're actually attracted and they want to be around you, but they also feel this intensity to you. You said I'm overly beautiful. Absolutely. I love that. And I'm not doing any personals. If you like a personal reading, they can be booked on atouchofvenus.com. This will be posted on YouTube, though, this collective message. But you have a very beautiful physical appearance, as well as a very intense, beautiful energy. People can feel the intensity, and so they may get curious about it. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, stand in that, you know, like ground into that intensity. You're giving, like, you have the complexity of the Divine Mother. You know what I'm saying? The darkness, the beauty in death and destruction, but you also have like the beauty of abundance and love, you know? So like you're grounding this enormous fucking energy of the cosmic mother. And this is a part of your destiny. From word to world, you are unlocking a gift that is very much connected to your destiny, what you came here for. I feel like that's complete. Let's move on to the next. Move on to the next. So, what are the blessings coming in? As you continue to stand in your rebellious energy. Ooh, this is also very... Okay, this is pointed. This is a collective timeless message. I do think that it's coming up through example. You know, today's election day. I don't like to bring all that low vibrational 3D matrix bullshit in the readings. You know what I'm saying? But we do exist here. We do have to face this. This is a part of our reality. And we can't be in this escapist, you know, bypassing mode with spirituality. That does not do anything for us. Like we just said in the beginning of the reading, being integrated, dark, light, having full understanding, not looking away from things. So we are going into this election, you know, today we're seeing things coming up from the root. You know what I'm saying? This, this week, isn't Pluto moving into Aquarius? That's a big fucking change for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Also, I just feel like as the world is changing, people are going to... You're giving me the energy of no souls left behind. That's what's coming to mind. No souls left behind. So those that aren't doing the integrative work, you are kind of... It's kind of reminding me of Hecate energy as well. Like, you're okay with kind of like... You've elevated in consciousness, but you can also come down to the 3D. And when you come down to the 3D, it's for you to do this work. And this work is activating people with your truth, with your presence, with your embodiment, with calling some shit out. Because though the perceived harm, the hurt, the truth that cuts through illusions is putting people on a crossroads to make that decision of what reality are you going to participate in, because we're moving on to the next one. So you're low-key like, it's giving, and I'm just getting chills. It's giving like, you know, like those strong like soldiers that go back and save other soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like no souls left behind. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of giving that. Like you have this intensity. So I see expected powerful change, clarifying blessings. You're very close to achieving your goal in reverse, clarifying Gemini. Confidence is your key to success, clarifying destiny. So when I say that you're not very, you're very close to achieving your goal coming out in reverse, that does not mean that you need to freak the fuck out and start going into like, oh fuck, like what else do I need to do? I feel like this is clarifying Gemini. I think that this is ongoing work. This is a part of your path. This is one of many layers to your path. But I do think that this is a bigger part to it, you know? Especially like, yes, the Hecate energy, like going in the forest under the moon. You're okay with traveling in the night, going through these lower realms and basically having these conversations. It's like you can notice when a soul is lost or when they're like, fuck, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And like your conversation captivates them. It catalyzes them. And so you need to be confident in your ability to activate people, and that your energy and your words are very valuable. And I don't think that this work stops. That's why I feel like it's saying like, oh, okay, you're close to achieving your goal. It says be bold and make the first move, kind of popping out over here. A new start. A new start is coming. Be bold, make the first move. So I feel like with that, maybe this collective is feeling called to express yourself in some way. It may not just be the social interactions. Gemini could also be any form of communication. It could be video, content creation. It could be writing, blogging. It could be podcasting. It could be social media. It's social. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're saying that your work is just kind of starting, actually. Your work is just starting, but I feel like, yeah, this is about also having more reach. It feels like your words having more reach. That's kind of what's coming through. So I definitely feel like this is related to social media. If you've been feeling called to share your messages, or even I just went into this old little monologue in the beginning of the reading of being like, yeah, I'm not feeling that good, but I just feel really good when I'm channeling and I'm you know, doing this. This is a form of creative expression for me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel purposeful. And yes, I can give myself breaks, and yes, I can allow myself to rest, but I also feel like really good doing this. I would do it if I'm not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of what I feel called to do. So you may be someone that also feels a calling in this way to use your voice, because your voice is so much deeper than just a voice. It's so much deeper than just like saying some shit. Your voice, literally your vocal cords. As I say that, someone's voice travels. You know what I'm saying? The vocal cords, the throat chakra, this whole anatomy, not just the energy of it, not just this energy center, the anatomy of it mirrors the womb space. Literally, you look at the vocal cords, you look at the uterus, and all of that. And I have a post about this on my Instagram if you want to go check that out. It's like a little carousel post. And there's a comparison of those two. It has the same energy, creative energy. You know, it holds that same ability to activate. And as you elevate in consciousness, as you practice this, as you use this, as you grow this, as you combine this with your heart as well, there's a middle space right here called the high heart chakra. That's where you speak from love and compassion, your truth that connects us all to one. So Spirit is saying, as you continue to use your throat chakra, you share messages, not only are your other abilities going to upgrade because you're going to be able to channel more messages, but you're also going to, your voice is going to carry a certain frequency that is going to activate people, not just by the words that you say that make sense logically, but by people sitting with, listening to, letting your voice hit their body, a frequency hit their body, transmitting healing energies. You know what I'm saying? You said, amen, Ashe. Okay. I know that was so gross. Sorry. But maybe this could also be, you know, it's fall. So we have the prayer popping out as well. It's fall, the weather's changing, you know what I'm saying? So you could be getting sick due to things like that. But I also feel like everything, thank you for the follow. I feel like everything has a spiritual meaning to it. So I feel like I'm going through drainage, you know, and kind of like clearing things out so that it also makes room for upgrades, you know. So if you are feeling like your body is prompting you to rest, it could be because you're going through upgrades. That's a lot. Transmuting energies. Transmuting energies. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get some more. What you don't understand is that these people prayed for someone like you. You said, oh my God, I've been so drained. Today drained me. For real though. For real. It's because you're going through upgrades. I had mentioned in another live that I did, it's posted on YouTube, is it already posted? I have 4 in the queue that are gearing up to post that I've recorded with TikTok before. And I was saying that once we elevate in consciousness, we're heading into 5D. It literally is, we are used to our 7 chakra centers and we're trying to unblock and clear those. It's almost like our body is upgrading to the amount of light that we're able to hold. You said for about a week. Yeah, that's about right. So we're trying to unblock those 7 centers, and that's why you have to do this emotional healing work, this emotional alchemy to unblock these centers, right? But then as you start to unblock those centers, you start to get a flow of energy. There are other energy centers that can be activated. Like I said, the higher heart, there's other places in the body. And as we enter into 5D, your body, your physical body has to be able to hold more light. So in order to make room, you have to rest and remove, right? Like, it's just like upgrading your wardrobe or something. It's like, I have to get rid of a bunch of shit first before I can just like start getting new things, right? So it's kind of the same thing, but your body's going through these big upgrades. And so actually, let me see if I can add, hold on. I want to see if I can add a chart to the live. Give me, be patient with me because this will be worth it, I swear. If I can. You've explained so much. This live was definitely for me. I love that. I love it. Okay, effects. Okay, let me see if I can add a picture. No, not that one. Okay, hold on. I don't want to push the wrong picture, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to be in my phone like that. Okay. Here we go. Can I zoom this out? Okay, this is a big picture. Hopefully, oh, not that small. Damn, this is going to be messy for YouTube. Okay. I don't know if you can read that. I know that this is very small text, but I kind of want to just explain maybe like by pointing. This is 3D Matrix, and you can find this chart on ascensionglossary.com. This is called the Universal Time Matrix harmonic chart. So basically, we have the 3D and literally the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to zoom more. Move this over, cover my face a little. I can't really read the text, but it explains like the 3 different levels you have to go in right here. Then we go into 5D matrix. It starts to explain those levels right there. And it talks about having more access to more energy and energy centers. This makes sense as to why we've been experiencing solar flares. And then we're also going through all these other upgrades, right? We're having access to literally more light. Then we move up here and then we have like, this is 7D, 12D. Hold on, I can barely read. The founder dimension. So we haven't even got that far. I feel like we're starting to understand a little bit of 12D, you know what I'm saying? But if we put this in perspective of what the fuck we're dealing with, we're down here. We're literally crossing this threshold as a collective between this last level and this. And there are people that are still existing over here, literally down here, you know what I'm saying? And so your energy is someone that, although you have, I feel like this collective could be this like level 1 5D, level 2 5D kind of like thing right here. Even though, again, these are, I love that up here on the top left, it talks about the spirals. You know what I'm saying? We elevate through spirals, through repetitive lessons, through karmic cycles, you know, cyclical. So I feel like this collective could be like higher level consciousness up here in the 5D already, but you have the ability to go down here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, as above, so below. So you have the ability to go down here and it's giving no souls left behind. You know what I'm saying? So you have the ability to kind of like relate, to say things that would wake up. You have this also, the center, let me see if we can zoom in. To say things that would wake up. You have this also, the center, let me see if we can zoom in. Zoom in on the 5D. Oh shit, hold on. I'm just gonna make it real big. This is gonna be such a mess for YouTube. Y'all, is gonna make it real big. This is gonna be such a mess for YouTube. Y'all. Okay, this is gonna be such a mess for YouTube, but here we go. So let's go through 3D. The first layer says the subconscious mind. This is why we deal with all of our fears in the subconscious mind. It says the physical body intelligence, the memories that live within the physical body. This is why it's connected to the root chakra. This is the grounding. This is Malkuth in the tree of life. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you get to know your underworld. This is how, like, we're literally dealing with, and I put this on Threads, the name of the game is reconciliation between parts of your psyche, which is remembering who you are, basically joining different parts of the brain, joining different parts of your consciousness, all these fragmented pieces of ourselves that are left behind because of shame, because of guilt, because of ancestral karma, because of programmed, you know, things, all these things, you know what I'm saying? So, god damn, these fucking trolls, bro, inviting me to join and all these things, please. Let me explain this in peace. I have such a short attention span. So then we move up to second level. We have sacral. And as you can see, we're moving up root, sacral, you know, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown chakra. Then we go into the gold right here. Then we have access to higher level chakras, right? And even in these, if we look at like to the right of that chart of like explaining those, you know, chakra centers, we have all these other things, you know what I'm saying, that are associated with that. So I'm going to remove this. Like I said, I feel like this is definitely worth looking into. It's on ascensionglossary.com. Just study it. It will unlock some things for you. I guarantee it. But please let me know if you guys can hear me, because now it's saying my network is unstable, all of these things. And I'm on Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be unstable. Enhance. Okay, back to my... Okay, good. Thanks. But yes, do you see what I'm talking about? We're climbing consciousness, and this particular collective, to bring it back to you, you have the ability, because you've gone through this transition through this lower 3D matrix, and you are kind of like at the front lines of like creating this new reality, but you are a soldier that can go back, and it's like you are, without having to put yourself back into the 3D matrix. Spirit is saying that if you start to use your voice, you can activate and wake up other people, and your voice can reach, as you are. The throat chakra is a part of the 5D. That makes sense, so they're saying without having to actually plunge yourself into the 3D matrix and be stuck in that, you can use your throat chakra to fulfill your destiny. And activate those people, and to help them to come up without having to sacrifice yourself. The pilgrim, you've gone through this rite of passage. You've gone through this fucking journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've gone through the ringer, You said a lot of people look up to me. Exactly. And you know what? It's funny because they literally do, because it's elevated consciousness. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand why they feel attracted to you. They don't understand why they feel intimidated by you. They don't understand the vastness, the bigness of your energy, and not in a better way. It's just, there's elevation, and then there's, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you said I was broken and rebuilt, humble yet lethal. That is a beautiful way to put it. Humble yet lethal. And so I feel like we have the mystic, we have the healer popping out, we have the pilgrim. All of your struggles have prepared you, and I just got chills again. All of your struggles have prepared you as a divine rebel. You know what I'm saying? As like this warrior for spirit. They have prepared you for this exact moment in time as we are transitioning in consciousness. And there's a lot of things that are happening in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that are happening in the world right now. And people are scared. People are scared because their egos know this world, this 3D matrix knows its time is ticking. And so it's pulling out all the stops. You know what I'm saying? The storm. This is basically the Tower card. It's happening right now, whether people want to admit it, whether people want to adjust or not. But they also came here at this particular time. They're also wanting, like on a soul level, they want to expand. They want to elevate. They want to experience this ego death, but they're stuck, literally. They're stuck. They feel stuck, at least, And so Spirit is saying that you have this energy of being able to unstick them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're very familiar with the stickiness of that energy. You know how to spot it. You know how to spot the root of it. You know how to you have a really good detector for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can spot the manipulative games of I want to say narcissistic energies, parasitic energies, because at the end of the day, it's entities, and these people may be operating, again, we're dealing with the subconscious mind. They may be operating from an unconscious place and feeding into a parasitic system, and or literally surrounded by or have attachments to things that keep them stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a parasitic energy. They're looking for a leader, asking me who they should vote for and such. Exactly. Don't even look at, you're the one. You're literally the one. You know what I'm saying? The underworld. This is really giving me, I keep getting chills. I was kind of mentioning the Hecate, Persephone, those kind of energies. Persephone can go back and forth, you know. Hecate is also someone that helps people transition back and forth, you know. So those are energies that you may want to look at. Also, a beautiful way if you want to see like maybe where you embody these types of energies in your chart, you can go to astrodianist.com. I think that's how you say it. You know, where basically you get your free birth chart, but they have an extended chart selection. If you don't know how to spell that or whatever, because I don't even know, I just be like putting it in and it autocorrects me. But like you could just put extended birth chart selection and it will pop up like Astrodianist in like your Google search. Go to extended chart selection, put in your birth chart information, and then select like the asteroids. There's like thousands of different asteroids. Look for those goddesses. Look for where Hecate, look for where Persephone, look for those placements and where they land in your chart and where you embody that energy. And that may help you with understanding where you're supposed to apply this energy in the 3D. Because at the end of the day, astrology is a tool to help us navigate this 3D realm. I actually just did this exercise yesterday because I was feeling called to, because I've done it before for like other goddesses like Aphrodite or like Hathor or something as I'm learning about them. And I'm like, ooh, I actually have Aphrodite and Hathor on my midheaven. They literally sit there, and my company's name is called A Touch of Venus. If you know anything about Hathor and Aphrodite, they're connected to Venus. I literally got that name in a fucking dream. You know what I'm saying? So there's that beautiful thing. But I looked up Hecate, Persephone specifically. They're both in my 7th house. This is how I interact with people. You know what I'm saying? This is the energy that I hold with other people. This is also the energy that I was fighting myself on when I was meeting the shadows of my karmic partners, because I have a Pisces stellium in the 7th house. Okay, Saturn there as well. They were inviting me to be in this power. They were putting me on crossroads. And now that I have started to do the integrative work of understanding what were my karmic partners teaching me, you know, like each time, what were these karmic contracts trying to teach me? I've understood that I actually hold the energy of the crossroads. I actually hold the energy of, you know, being able to go back and forth, because now I'm so familiar with shadows that I'm not just a maiden, you know, like early Persephone. I'm not just a maiden. I'm not just, you know, a pearl right here, like this beautiful card. I'm not just one thing. I have this intensity as well. And so looking at your chart, and I saw it brought me, as I say that, looking at your chart, this also always reminds me of a birth chart. They're saying that's your homework for tonight. Look at your chart, look up the goddesses that you feel called to specifically. If you are feeling this particular type of energy, I really feel like Hecate, I feel like Persephone. We have Kali Ma, you can look up her. Durga was here, Saraswati. Lilith also is already a placement that I think most pull up. But there are so many more different facets of the divine feminine that you can look at, and you can look at what area of that does that energy show up for me to embody. So then we have the vision and the prayer. Let me get one more for the vision and the prayer, please. The sustainer and the desert. The judge. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. The sustainer and the judge. Okay. It feels like, okay, I'm getting a couple of different things, but it really feels like these people, I'm getting two things. It's like when you were in this unconscious state, you exercised the power of your throat chakra. You exercise that prayer, and you realize the potency of your prayer. Not just it's the potency of your words, of the frequency that your words hold, because there's so much clear intention, there's so much belief, there's so much like I said, pure intention behind your words, that is the potency of your prayer. And I think that a vision was bestowed upon you of what type of life you would be living, what type of mission that you would be on, because you wanted to understand what was going on. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to understand why the fuck you're going through all of these things. I do feel like you already have an inkling about this type of energy that you hold. On the flip side, I feel like because you're so familiar with how it feels to have, because you're so familiar with how it feels to operate in an unconscious state, you can see, it's like you can really put your finger on a parasitic energy. You can understand the root of it, because you've done like this work of like re-establishing yourself from a free conscious state, which was hard work. You know what I'm saying? Not taking that away from you. That was really hard. But because you have done this work, you've done it with love, you've done it through love, you've done it through connecting to spirit, you're very like I said, you're very, it feels like elevated in consciousness and connected to spirit. That is like they've bestowed a gift upon you because of your heart space, literally. Because of your heart space. Ooh, this is kind of giving ma'at as well too. You said, I understand things from multiple perspectives. Exactly. It's kind of giving ma'at energy about having the ability to measure someone's heart against the weight of a feather. You know what I'm saying? I don't think... Yes?
Then Nevada post closed.
I don't want to hear about that right now. Okay, thank you. You want a hug?
Yeah.
You want camera time? Is that what you want?
Hello.
This is my son, Okay. Thank you.
Pick a card.
You want to pick a card?
Yeah.
Pick one from this one. Ooh, we like that. We're going to add that to the reading. Thank you. Okay. So what I was saying is that you have this energy, you said balance. I'm a Libra. Okay, so we were right on track. But it's like you have this ability to understand the intention behind people's words. You can read the energy behind people's words. You can kind of see, you can spot the parasitic energy as well, if there is any. And you kind of understand who you can help, who you can activate. I feel like your discernment is getting picked up a notch. We have the Bardo. He picked out the Bardo, which is literally talking about sight. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about also like the sight of the dead. So really, really elevated. You know what I'm saying? A different perspective from... It reminds me of, like when you see a cat, you look under the bed, you see a cat and they have like green eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can see in the dark. You have this ability. And so you can see energies, literally. It doesn't have to be like a physical visual, although that may be developed. Maybe you're starting to notice, that you're seeing things, or like, what I'm saying? I don't want to say seeing things like scary, but there's nothing to be scared of if this is a gift that is developing for you. But I get more so that you can read energies that you can see in the dark. So like even if you can't see somebody's movements, you can feel their energy and the intention behind it, and you are kind of being granted the ability to make judgment calls on how to like work with certain energies or not work with certain energies. You're being given a lot of responsibility, it feels like, which is beautiful. I don't think that you shy away from it. I think that in the past you didn't understand you said you're a therapist. That makes a lot of sense, actually. You kind of make, you're given a lot of responsibility. And I think that in the past you might not have seeing yourself as this energetic, like, foundation for people, as having this type of gift, or your gifts be as sustainable for others as it is. But I do think that because you've done your own healing work and you've sat in your own darkness to kind of transform your heart from this like cold cave when it came to yourself into this like warm space, you know, like your rebellion, your ability to wake people up comes from this place of love, and that is the responsibility that you've been kind of given. Literally, we have the tear. This is about releasing. And then releasing emotions. We have the bridge, the offering, and the shapeshifter. This is definitely Kali Ma, you know. Yes, may the source bless you with the right words on your journey. I love that. I love the love being shared in the comments. This is Kali Ma energy. This is, okay, I will help you. But in order to cross this bridge, you have to sacrifice something. You have to sacrifice your old way of being. You have to sacrifice yourself in a way. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anything from you. The world needs you to elevate in your consciousness. We need you to change, to shed this old karmic DNA. You know what I'm saying? And so Spirit is saying that you hold this energy of like, your offering to people is the opportunity to really change. You know what I'm saying? It's very potent. It's very necessary for this like time being. It's very there's also something coming through about like it's necessary that you remain detached from people, because there are going to be people that refuse, and then you don't want to become attached to them because they're a portal to, again, they're also a bridge to a timeline, and you don't want to become attached and get stuck in that, you know, that's self-sacrificing behavior. Kind of going back to the beginning of the reading where I said, you don't want to censor yourself. You don't want to keep yourself, you know, small. You don't want to, like, Spirit's really asking you to really, like, it's reaching back out for the inner children. You know what I'm saying? It says, yeah, I'm done wasting time. Yes, exactly. I feel like I've been having personally a little bit of difficulty understanding like when to actually help, when not to help. But I do feel like in like interpersonal relationships, you know, but I feel like what kind of came through was that your voice will have more reach. It is going to have more reach. You are going to be talking to people on a wide scale, it feels like, through whatever medium of your creative expression. I do really specifically get like frequency of your voice though. So like speaking, if it's like podcast content, you know, whatever, conversations, teaching, you know, things like that, sharing your information. But I do feel like, it's almost like the invitation to stop playing small in the way of just doing the healing work in these one-on-one relationships that you may also have emotional investment in and like kind of get attached, and then it turns into a whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And then to like focus on like shifting gears to like collective, you know what I'm saying? I have been streaming. Yes, exactly. So you're going to be able to reach more people, just like how we're connecting now. You know, it's like, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know, you don't know. But you could be having an impact on the world, you know what I'm saying? Like on the whole, like you are having an impact on the world. Even if you're just having that conversation at the coffee shop that changes someone's life, that is such a beautiful ripple effect, you know what I'm saying? But I do really feel like this collective though, you have some big ass energy. So I feel like it's supposed to be reaching like a lot of people, a lot. Let's get into the tarot. We have the Emperor. Who said in here? It was Lady E that said that they're a leader. You know, people are asking them, like, how should they vote? How should they, you know what I'm saying? We have the Emperor. We have the Queen of Swords. Slanging that sword of truth. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I love that. And then we have the Ace of Cups, you know, from a place of love. At the end of the day, it's all love. It's all love. But it might hurt your feelings. One time for the one time. Hello, how are you? It might hurt your feelings. People might even be a little bit scared of you. You know, Knight of Wands. Let me get one more for that. Ooh, yeah. They're scared of you. They're scared of you. You said I run a few businesses so people think I'm smart. You said Grand Rising, hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffed up, but we're still delivering the messages. For a long time, it was like, again, this Nine of Wands is like wounded healer. This is someone in their femininity and their embodiment and their divinity. They're also with the Queen of Wands out here too, attractive. But if for a long time it was like you had to defend yourself, or you felt like you had to defend yourself, or you might have learned like this sensory thing to defend yourself. But why would somebody be so intimidated by someone that's not powerful? You know what I'm saying? Why would you have learned the ability, you know, how could you have taken on the ability of censoring yourself if you didn't already have powerful energy that needed to be censored, quote unquote, needed to be, you know what I'm saying? You said I literally just go for it, no instructions. Yes, exactly. It's your embodiment. It's like allowing spirit to work through you, you know? But it's like you're done with that. You're done with your wounded healer phase. And then as we say that, we go into the Magician, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. That's why I said, ooh, they're scared of you. You're in your power now. You can literally manifest whatever you want. You have options. This is very attractive. This is very witchy. This is, again, being able to choose what energy you want to work with. Do you want to work with the light energy today? Do I want to work with the dark energy today? Do I want, you know what I'm saying? Do I want to provide someone love from a light love, you know, like compassionate place? Or do they need that? What do they need right now? You know what I'm saying? And you have it all within your bag to like pull it out whenever you need to. So Spirit is saying that they're like, I want to clarify this one. What's that? Knight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. They're really hoping that you don't figure this out about yourself. But it's too late, really. It's too late to apologize. That's what I just heard. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. Because now you're on a mission. And they're like, wait. We have Knight of Cups. And we have Four of Pentacles. That's why I was like, this kind of giving a little bit... It's giving... Oh, you know what? You know what it's giving? It's giving new levels, new devils. This energy, like we're talking about energies, entities, you know what I'm saying, of the lower realms. That... because you've learned how to command it. You've learned how to use the power of your voice now. Now those energies are like, wait, if I can get on your good side, you know what I'm saying? Like but you can still spot that manipulative, nasty, parasitic energy. So it's like, they're really not wanting you to understand the depth of your power, because now it's like almost the sticky, parasitic, siphoning energies of the 3D may show up in a very friendly way now. They may show up in compliments. They may show up in people that really want to be close to you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Energy vampires. They're like, and I see this, look at this little bug crawling on him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to the mouth space. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get into the mouth space, you know? And then I see the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Sun. It's already too late for you to apologize. I already see you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? I already see that energy attached to you. And I'm already way too familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? He said, talking about, I'm going to buy you some new shoes. Exactly. Money, gifts. The matrix itself may even present it to you a new opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be like a really good opportunity, but it's going to come at a cost to you in some way. And so Spirit is saying it's really important to be in your sovereignty and your power, to always look at things with this discernment. You know what I'm saying? This is a new gift. And to have confidence in making judgment calls. You know what I'm saying? Because you're being gifted the ability to make a judgment call. Spirit wants you to trust your judgment. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It's already too late. You already see it for what it is. You see people for who they are. You see their manipulative tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Approve comment, yes. I'm going through a custody battle. It's the battle of my life. I can already imagine. That's a lot on the line. It seems, you know. But it's seeming as though these energies are afraid of you. Literally, as I say that, the moon. They're afraid of you, actually. Because isn't it in the Bible or something, like Yeshua had the power to command? You know what I'm saying? So you've elevated to Christ consciousness. You've elevated up in Christ consciousness. You have the power to command energies. I was just watching, hold on. TikTok replaying. I was just watching this video today talking about the importance of like commanding that if you feel like your energy's been siphoned, not only do you demand it to leave, to stop, but you command all of your energy to come back. Because in the guide that was saying this, he was channeling the dragon, the black dragon, the void dragon, you know, like when we were talking about like mystical higher level creatures and things like that. He was channeling the black dragon, and he was saying that, like, the black dragon was saying that you shouldn't be scared of death, because he was giving the example of like a mosquito. A mosquito just fed on you last night. He just sucked your blood. You know what I'm saying? And you now feel bad for killing it because you don't want to, you're too high above, you know, like we have this mindset of, but what happens to that thing? You know what I'm saying? But they didn't, again, bringing it back to, they didn't give a fuck about what was making you uncomfortable. Now you have this bite on your leg. You've been taken from, you know, but he was talking about, that was a small example, but he goes into more examples of how people will siphon your energy. And he said in higher realms, that's considered a crime, because that soul essence is meant for that person. You know what I'm saying? That's considered a crime. And if there are like big energies, like big, you're dealing with this on a massive scale. You know what I'm saying? Like you're dealing with multiple people with this issue, you know what I'm saying, in your life. He was saying to invite him in, you know, invite, you know, the angels, you know, we have Archangel Michael. He's a goer, you know what I'm saying? He's a soldier. He will come and help you cut cords, all these things. We have these tools, these resources in the spiritual realm to help us with cleansing our energy. But he said, do not be afraid of a parasite cleanse. Do not have any weird feelings about death and boundaries and harm and things like that when it comes to those that are not considerate of how they harm you. You know, and then I see last of a dying joined. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that means last of a dying breed. But don't be afraid of death. And this is why I'm saying you have this integrated energy of both the creation and you also have this destruction. And they want you to revel in that. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives you real power. Ten of Swords in reverse. This is how you get past fears. By understanding that these energies actually fear you. If they did not fear you, they would have no incentive to oppress you or to suppress you or to censor you or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So we have Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. It's very unconventional. It's very different. This is the way that the world is moving in, though. And you are at the front line. So it doesn't fucking matter if people understand what you're doing or not. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if they're scared of you or not. If it's helping you, it's helping you. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop giving a fuck so much. You know what I'm saying? We have the Emperor again. And we have the Three of Pentacles. You're putting a plan together. You're planning this new world. And it's integrated. There's no such thing as this polarity consciousness anymore. That's what that 5D is coming into. It's the union consciousness of your dark and your light, of your feminine and your masculine. You know, but you have the power to command both energies within you. You said, my light is so bright, I'm probably the only thing he couldn't destroy. Exactly. You said, definitely me and my kids. I do feel... We have the Page of Pentacles crossing the Queen of Wands. Let me get one more for that, because that does deal with like children, you know. And then we have Three of Cups in reverse and the Strength in reverse. So yeah, that is an attempt for this person that is commenting about such a nasty fucking attempt, but it's an attempt to attack your confidence. It's an attempt to attack your solar plexus, you know, because we do have like this gang stalking type of vibe through Cups in reverse and then the Strength in reverse. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, through your children and through this case, you know, because I do have the Page of Pentacles, that does mean children. You know, they're trying to attack your sense of confidence in yourself, question yourself, plant seeds of doubt, you know what I'm saying? And then we have the Death in reverse. This is something that's not going to fly. This is something that won't transition, is basically, you know, it's coming to a standstill. It's coming to a stop. It feels like there is a lot of worriedness, anxiety, worriedness. We have Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. I do see you being stressed. I do see you being, you know, kind of alone. I do see, at the end of the day, like, again, this is them trying to make you feel bad almost, you know, or uncomfortable with the fact. This card shows a single mom walking away from a man. You're worried about this, or about the situation, but the outcome is the Ten of Cups. This is about a happy family in the future. You know what I'm saying? It shows that the kids are happy too. So I don't think that you have anything to worry about, actually, in regards, you know, to that situation. Anything else? I'm trying to show every flaw. They're trying to show my every flaw in court. And I'm alone, feeling like I have to defend myself against. Exactly. You know what? It brings me to the Empress on the bottom of the deck too. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're going to have to, this person actually, what you're dealing with is a parasitic energy. This person actually is a conduit for parasitic energies, for lower dimensional polarity consciousness, where it's like there's this separation, there's not union, there's not love, there's not, you know, this person, I actually have a few readings. It's like, they're way down there though. I'd have to find it and maybe I can repost them to YouTube or something. But I remember when I was going through what felt like this detox of this type of energy through the three, like detoxing this like lower dimensional 3D kind of thing. And it's like, you have to get rid of your own parasitic energy. You have to get rid of your own codependencies. And it feels like you are, because the Empress is here by herself. I remember specifically using this deck. And I remember I was breaking up with someone, or kind of going through the breakup on my own. Basically, I'm like processing it actually. We broke up. But the reasoning behind it was like, I felt as though I had put myself through another codependent pattern. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what is the point of attraction? I had to look at the point of attraction for myself, because this was not the first time I had gone through this pattern, even when it wasn't good. Even like I was convincing myself that it was love when there was lust there. It was all these other things, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to help this person understand this, you know what I'm saying? That we could, if they could just understand, you know what I'm saying? That if they could just understand this, then we could elevate together. And I kept asking Spirit, I'm like, I'm having conversations and it's like, it's not even fucking clicking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm talking to a brick wall. I don't understand. You You know what I'm saying? Like, why won't he get it? You know what I'm saying? And actually, this card came out specifically when I was asking, do I just have to walk away? Do I just have to walk away? And this card came out, and I was like, I am obviously a single mom. You saw that I had, my son come in here. And I took that as, yes, you are dealing with the shadow of that man. You are not dealing with the conscious being of that man. Meaning that they're a conduit for other shadow or low frequency aspects of the world, because they're not operating from a conscious place. What they were doing to me or with, like, in this relationship was it was coming from a subconscious place. Yes, they were doing it, but when we would talk about it, I'd be like, what was the reasoning behind this? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, I don't know. I just sometimes can't, like, not do that. And I'm like, that seems like you're being controlled by something else then, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, also that's avoiding responsibility, because you're actively choosing. You're not operating in your free will. You know what I'm saying? You're not making conscious choices. So I'm dealing with a shadow, actually. I'm not dealing with you. Sometimes I'm dealing with you. Sometimes I'm dealing with something else. That's not safe. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's actually, you have to just walk away. You have to just put in the towel, because you can't sacrifice yourself, you know what I'm saying, in that way. And you have to go on your own journey of ridding yourself of that point of attraction, of operating in your own unconscious ways. So then we have the Hangman. So you'll get plucked. Spirit will pluck you. Once you are on this journey, they will pluck you to go through this detox. And it's literally like going through a detox. It's literally like going through withdrawals of something. You know what I'm saying? We have the Two of Wands and the Chariot. They will literally, to keep you from once you actually, what it feels like is, remember I said that there was kind of two meanings to these other cards that were coming out, like the prayer and the vision. And I was saying, it was like you used your own throat chakra, you activated this in yourself to there was so much pure intention and love and like want for something different, for something more, that you prayed and you were bestowed this vision. It seems like they unblocked this, you know what I'm saying, to be able to discern energies. You had to go through this detox, this decalcification, you know what I'm saying, of your pineal. And so it made you more decisive, but it feels like that's what that plucking process is literally a decalcification. Yeah. And people have to go through that on their own. You can't, you're an activator for them. You put them on the crossroads for that. But when it comes to actually that work, we have the Hermit coming out. It's a solo journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Four of Cups. And that is the problem. People will not do this work because they can't be alone. They don't know how to be alone. They don't love themselves enough to want to be by themselves, to enjoy their own energy. They're scared of what they see when they look in the mirror. They can't look at themselves in the fucking mirror. They can't talk to themselves. They're scared of their own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because they're really not their thoughts. A lot of the times they're operating from an unconscious level. So then to actually see and like hear all of those things that they're actually like allowing in their life, and then the shame that comes up by understanding that a lot of these are decisions. Not a lot of them. These are decisions. At the end of the day, they're decisions that they're choosing to check out. They're choosing willful ignorance. And to be honest with yourself about that takes a lot. It's like a radical responsibility. And this is why you come out as the rebel. You know what I'm saying? You take radical responsibility in your life, which helps you unlock your creator codes, which gives you a level of radical responsibility in the spiritual realm. You're very high ranking in the spiritual realm because you take responsibility in your life and you have integrity. And so these people that avoid being in hermit mode, they'll drink themselves away. You know what I'm saying? They're bored. They're literally operating from like an unconscious state. And then one day they'll realize that there were so many opportunities that they missed due to lust, due to like this energy or this entity that works through them in an unconscious state. The Knight of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, missed opportunities because they feel like they didn't make a choice that was aligned with what they actually wanted. They feel like they're getting taken advantage of. And like quite literally, this is literally equivalent. We've had this conversation on another live. This is not conscious co-creation. This is not conscious sexuality. This is not conscious creation like tantra, sexuality, creative energy. This is unconscious, meaning I'm alluding to like this is like the shame and things that people feel when they go through SA, trigger warning. But the things that they feel, the emotions that they feel when they realize that something was taken from them, or that they checked the fuck out in their life and that they were in creator mode, but they weren't actually creating what they wanted to. They were just getting like, like people say like, oh, well, life will just fuck you, right? Like, no, that's literally what's happening here when they are like working from an unconscious place. They are co-creating or participating in creative activities without their consent. You know what I'm saying? And then once they come to this conscious place, once they unblock this, there's a lot of shame and forgiveness that you have to go through to allow yourself to move forward with your life in a co-creative way. And that's like a lot to move through, right? So that's why people choose to numb, because they just can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like their brain, it literally can't compute. And that's like something that's so deeply embedded, that's like ancestral, you know what I'm saying? We have Queen of Cups, King of Cups, both in the reverse. Emotional manipulation, you know what I'm saying? When the body is operating in an unconscious state, you suppress your emotions. We have 8 of Swords, literally. You won't look at your emotions. You won't allow yourself to feel your emotions fully, the masculine side or the feminine side of yourself. And then this causes confusion of the mind, because it causes literally splits in the mind. We have Swords and we have water. So when you suppress your emotions, you're not allowing your body to participate, and like you're not allowing your your body's an intelligence system, and it helps you with like it helps you to tap into your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Through the sensations that you feel like in your body. So when you're suppressed, you literally have splits. You know what I'm saying? Like your body is numbed out. You'll develop addictions to numb your body out, and then you'll have splits in your brain, in your consciousness, You said, I've been doing that so long and I'm coming out of it now the past few months. And it takes time. It takes time to do that, because if you were to it's like literally coming out of an addiction, you know what I'm saying? Like having an addiction issue, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I feel like, I just lost my train of thought. Damn. I just think about Pisces, especially with all of this, Yes.
Which one of these can I use for the disinfectant tiger spray?
Disinfectant tiger spray?
It's basically just water spray him when he gets on the counter.
I think that one, the one in your,
This one?
yes, that only has water in it.
Okay.
Disinfectant tiger spray. We just got a new kitty named Tiger, so we got a new kitty named Jupiter. We got a new kitty named Tiger. Not disinfectant. We're just getting a water bottle so he doesn't get on the counter. But I was saying it gives you Pisces energy, and Pisces can be both. It's highly emotional, highly intuitive, highly sensitive, highly psychic, all of those beautiful things. But it also can be prone to addiction issues, cycles, and it is the spiritual. If anybody has any like strong Pisces placements, or has this generation of Saturn and Pisces understands this detox kind of thing that's going on. But also we're moving out of this age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? And Pluto's literally moving into Aquarius sometime this week. We're literally kind of like stationing into age of Aquarius. And so we're shedding that old world, which deals with like this illusion, this addiction to this illusion, and the energies that provide, that siphon that energy and the illusion, you know what I'm saying? And so Pisces energy, when it's when it's not connected to the body, when it's not connected to the emotions, when we're in this hiding, and I say we because I'm a Pisces, like when we're in this avoidant thing, it's scary because you will end up in some places that you didn't even choose. But that's why people call Pisces victims, you know what I'm saying? Because everything is a choice, right? But then some things is just like, what the fuck is going on? But like, you have to understand that it takes a lot of responsibility, and that is something that Pisces does not like, you know what I'm saying? But once we elevate, we get into a higher level consciousness, we want freedom, we want sovereignty, right? Like we want freedom, we want sovereignty. So that comes with responsibility. You have to accept that part of yourself, and you first have to take this radical responsibility over your life. But anybody that deals with Pisces energy knows that when you're not disconnected to your body, or when you're not connected to your body or your emotions, when you're not grounded into your body, you will get in your head. And this is where those energies have the opportunity to start fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a very mental, emotional thing that is unseen. And this is why we're talking about, it's like spiritual warfare is the war of the unseen. You know what I'm saying? We have the Empress. As I say, that Empress in reverse and the Devil. Literally. If you're not connected to your body, this is where your mind allows doubt to seep in, fears to seep in, parasitic energies to seep in. If you're not connected to your body, to feel your emotions, to know your worth, to know your value, if you keep operating in a subconscious place, you will attract lower vibrational energies, because that when we looked at that harmonic chart, we saw the subconscious is on the bottom level. You know what I'm saying? The lowest level. That does not mean that it doesn't hold power. It obviously holds a lot of power, but we have to keep elevating. We have to know how to operate in these areas, but we also have to know how to elevate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as I see this, I see empathic narc_healing joining the chat. This is literally what we're talking about. It's an energy of the narcissist. It's an energy of a parasitic energy. It's an energy of codependency. It's an energy of energy vampire. It's like siphoning. You know what I'm saying? I'm June 21st, and I jump just depending where I look. June 21st. Is there anything else? Hold on, before I get sidetracked. 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Right now, you collective are fighting for the inner children of I don't want to say of anything. You're just fighting for people's inner children. You know what I'm saying? You're really a warrior for co-creation. You're a warrior for people's sovereignty, people's freedom. You are literally you will go back for no souls left behind kind of vibe, like for the inner children, not for the people that they've become through their subconscious or karmic patterning. You see people's heart space. You see their inner child that is locked away, that is scared to come out, that is scared, you know. You just see their innocence, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you have this ability to kind of see people's potential in that way. And so this is why you go back and forth. I feel like you might have the gift of even like literally seeing, like, to me when this shows up, like you may see someone laughing and you literally catch a glimpse of the like inner child. You know what I'm saying? Or you catch a glimpse of them like when they'll look really old. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can see people's, you know, energies in that way. And so you're willing to go fight for the inner children because that's what you did it for. You know what I'm saying? That's who you did it for. Was to save yourself, to save your soul, to save that inner child version of you, to be that adult that your inner child needed, that this world needs. You know what I'm saying? So you accept a lot of responsibility. That's why you show up as the emperor. So if you ever question yourself or like your ability to make good decisions, or like, you know what I'm saying, how to move forward in this life. Like, just kind of remind yourself of how spirit looks at you, because they look at you as very like elevated and powerful, and they give you a lot of responsibility to command energies in this realm. You have the gift of discernment, you have the gift of like an activated voice chakra, you know what I'm saying, you have all of these beautiful things. You have the ability to kind of travel between realms through your state of consciousness. You have the ability to bring yourself back up, like, so you have like, you're well-rounded and prepared, I guess, to go into battle. You know what I'm saying? It gets me into a lot of difficult situations. I'm trying to tone it back. Yeah. I think, again, like, spirit is kind of encouraging you to do things on a big level, on a bigger level. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight. Again, we have this integration process with everything, but I do feel like there is this invitation to really think about how big your energy is, how important it is. I feel like I hope that I really affirmed that in this reading, and how much it can help the collective outside of just these one-on-one connections. You know what I'm saying? Where we sacrifice ourselves sometimes because there's an attachment to them. Spirit is saying that, like, not that like, oh, you could be doing more, but kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make you feel like there's like shoulds or anything like that. I just want you to feel inspired. I hope that I'm inspiring you to like use your voice. You know what I'm saying? I hope that I'm inspiring you to like recognize what a blessing you are to the world. You know what I'm saying? To really, not just because of like all of the healing that you've done, but because you have this heart space that's like a capacity to like want to help other people when we are literally going through so much shit, you know, right now. Like, the fact that you're even this type of soul, this type of spirit, that's a beautiful thing, you know? So that is the collective reading. I do feel like I need to blow my nose again. And you said, I'm a geriatric nurse and I'm going through it. See, you literally carry the energy of like a birth and death doula, meaning like you don't have to literally do birth or death doula-ing, but like having the energy to hold space like that, you know what I'm saying, for people that are really going through big transitions, like that is a powerful responsibility, and that's very honoring, you know what I'm saying. So if you'd like a personal reading, everything can be found on atouchofvenus.com. If you're seeing this on YouTube, if you can like, share, subscribe, share it to somebody that you feel like needs to hear it, I would really appreciate it. Good night.